Hello and welcome. I'm Adele Tiat with today's episode of Manna in the Morning. Today I want to share with you from Proverbs 3 verse 5. It's a well-known scripture. It says, "Trust in the Lord completely and do not rely on your own opinions. With all your heart rely on Him to guide you, and He will lead you in every decision you make." Now, it's certain that if not now, in the new year, you will be facing situations that require strategy. And I want to encourage you to go to God to get His strategy for the situation. But I have to warn you that His strategies are sometimes rather unusual. Let's use that word. In Joshua 6, He tells Joshua, this is how you're going to defeat Jericho, this mighty fortified city. The first city you encounter in the promised land to battle against and to take over. And this is how you're going to do this. You're going to march around Jericho, all the people of Israel, once a day for 6 days. Then on the seventh day, you're going to march around it 7 times. And then the priests at the front are going to blow their trumpets and everybody's going to shout. And this will make the walls fall down and then you can just climb over them, take the city. I'm like, seriously? That's a battle strategy? It is, when God gives it to you. So don't be fooled when the strategy that He gives you seems to be weird and ludicrous to your natural mind. There's more. In Judges 7, He takes Gideon, a guy that was kind of hiding out at the time and who was afraid of the Midianites. Just the number of times that he asked for confirmation and like, give me a sign, give me another sign, give me another sign that I'm the one that you want to use for this, shows us that Gideon wasn't full of confidence and like convinced that he can do this. But God had a plan. So when Gideon eventually said, yes, okay, fine, right, I believe that you're saying this. How do we do this? Now he's got all these people that's ready to go and fight with him. And then God says, no, you've got too many people. There's too many warriors. Send home the ones that are afraid. No, still too many. Take them to go and drink water and, take the ones that drinks like this and the others send home. Until he's left with 300 men. 300. In the face of thousands of Midianites. Armed warriors. And then, not only are there only 300, here's what he arms them with. A trumpet and an empty jar with a candle in it or with a burning torch in it. That's their weapons. It's what they arm themselves with. I've got so many mosquitoes here. It's ridiculous. So that's what they arm them with. A trumpet, empty jars with burning torches inside. But then God says, okay, so split up in 3 groups and surround the enemy camp. And when Gideon blows his trumpet, then everybody blow their trumpets and smash their jars. And that's all they do. They don't even enter the enemy camp. But the enemy starts killing each other. So God gives them the victory with this completely unorthodox plan. A plan that for any battle strategist would have seemed completely and utterly ludicrous. But when God gives it to you, you best follow the plan. And sometimes His provision for us comes with strange instructions. He commands Elijah in 1 Kings 17 to go to the brook Cherith because I've commanded the ravens to feed you there. Now, if Elijah didn't go where he was sent, he wouldn't have been provided for because the provision went there. And then with weird instructions, because ravens aren't exactly known for coming and dropping off food. They kind of scavenge for food themselves. So, not the normal type of provision. And it's a kind of situation we have to continue to trust every day that these birds are going to show up with food. And then he stays there until the brook dries up. And then God says, okay, now you go to Zarephath. And there I have commanded a widow to feed you. Now, widows aren't exactly known for their abundant resources in that time. But that was the instruction, so he goes. And then he meets this widow and here's her sum total of provision. A handful of flour and a little bit of oil. Now, I don't know about you, but that might not exactly look like you heard right. You might at that point think, maybe I heard this wrong. But no, what Elijah does is he sees a miracle in the making. And he tells her to give that to him, bake a bread out of it and give it to me, or a little cake, whatever. And amazingly, she does that. And then God multiplies the flour and the oil. And for 3 years, until it rained again, she continues to feed not only her own family and Elijah, but probably more than that. Because the flour and the oil just doesn't run out. So God's strategies may be completely unorthodox, completely unusual, sometimes totally ridiculous, according to our natural minds, but they are always worth following. So today I just want to encourage you to ask God for His strategies for the problems that you face, for the challenges that are before you, and to take that step of faith to follow Him, to do the thing that He tells you to do, even if it seems completely ridiculous. That's my blessing and encouragement to you today. Be blessed until next time. Bye-bye. Oh, and one last thing. Please like and share this video so others can be blessed as well. And if you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to make sure you get notifications when I post a new video. See you soon. Bye.